applies to all land transactions. If I said no, each document is specific. Specific. I can just quickly run through, let's say, you getting a C of O for your for a land, certificate of occupancy. The first thing is to check the status of the land. Status. Status. Let's use Ikorodu as an example. We have the free landed properties that are free under government village extension. That is, this land is free. You can just go for C of O straight. If the land is free, when you get the land information, when you chat it, you just apply and get your survey plan straight. Then your survey plan you submit with other documents for your C of O. Because the land is free. But when the land is not free, you must take it out first. If it is under government acquisition, you must apply for either rectification or regularization. So that you are now buying it first. Apart from the fact that you have bought it from Omonile, you have to go and rebuy it from government or again. Because government, they are sitting on it. So when you now take it out, you now commence the process of getting your C of O. So it depends on land. Okay, for a property with like this that has a C of O, what document can you get? Is governor's consent. So with the C of O, you go to government and say, oh, I've bought this land. Then they give you all what's needed to submit. It is here. Then you get your governor's consent. So it depends. It differs. Documentation differs. It's not that all what you have listed applies to all land transactions. Differs. So please note. But if you have further questions, try and ask. You can always relate. And you see, we are teaching you to learn and to avoid mistakes. One estate last week went to our land in Moniya. That is simply called encroachment. They started clearing our land. And they put their signboard there. They said they are one dukia something. One dukia something. They put our signboard. Before buying a land, take a surveyor there. Get the coordinate of the land. Every land has its own coordinate. Pick the coordinate. Take it to some general's office. There's a department there. They will check, they will check. They will do the land search and tell you that this land belongs to XYZ company. That's number one. Number two, you saw a signboard on somebody's land. You care not to even call the number. You just went to what? Clear the signboard. The third, one of the just called you and said, I own land, I want to sell to you. Ask someone which title confers you the ownership. What title do you have? You investigate. Now they have paid the and this is our land we are talking about. Ask CFO. What do you land as CFO? You bought with CFO. 127 acres of land. So there's no argument. There's no argument. So you don't just jump. Please, everybody in the house, you don't just act. Confirm you before you act. Confirm before you act. I told you on this same land, one family went there and destroyed some of what we were done. They just brought them there. No, everyone just want to misbehave. We arrested them. And they were charged to court. Since December, they are still in cell. Because they put the date of the hearing is on the 27th of February. Yes. Because the first thing they will ask you is that when you have such issues, which document do you have? Present those documents. And when you don't have anything, you just go back home. And at that point, that we have arrested them, and they have asked them a document to them, and they can't present it. The next thing is to lock them up. Because they are what? Encroached. Check the that's trespassing. So please don't go and fall victim. Don't be a slave of this land and fall any victim. Before we went to Ogere, we did land search information. They gave us the letter. I sent the letter to everybody. You can take that letter to anywhere in Ogun State. They will tell you this land is what? Free. And we brought out all the coordinates, all the information. We brought out the sketch. And that sketch survey you have seen, you have submitted it so you can get the approved survey plan. Because the land is free. The next thing is, when we get the approved survey plan, we can process and get the what? CO. Very simple. Alright, so this morning we are looking at why invest in real estate. We started something last week, and we said we'll be discussing about one estate every. So which one are we choosing today?
Yes.
Idera land was part of the land that all land that were acquired in the year 1993 by the then governor, the military administrator of Lagos State, Olagunsoye Oyinlola, and gazetted. There is a gazette for it. I gave you the gazette. I have the copy of the gazette. Maybe I will tell them to send it to everybody. There's a gazette. 823 square kilometers of land from Morocco down on that ocean by the right to the boundary of where? Ogun State. They came to the other side too. And they said, straight boundary, except for existing villages and communities. They said it plain, clear. And they said they brought out the white paper. So you can buy from existing villages without issues. Abi? Existing, they can't send them away. So out of this land that they have acquired, they now decided to do what is called schemes. Schemes that governments want to develop. So those ones are now called committed. There's a difference between the general government acquisition. There's a difference between committed. Committed that we want to use this place for XYZ. Committed acquisition. So they said they want to build a scheme, a government scheme, a government estate, a government scheme whereby they come in to develop, to build for the people, and people who buy, and they too can do what? Business. But they saw that they cannot build everything. Idera land is about 1,000 hectares of land. I have the layout of Idera. It's what? 1,000 hectares. Not acres. 1 hectare has 15 plots of land. That's about 15,000 plots. That's the asking. The asking is synonymous to Lekki Scheme 1. Why Lekki Scheme 1 became so popular? Because of infrastructures, good road network, electricity, and everything. It's a government scheme. If you are going in Lekki, you'll be seeing some communities where people buy land without development. But when you look at those schemes come with developmental, like infrastructure schemes. Hello, please, let your mind be here. You have this time to learn. Forget your family worries. Really, I speak here, I saw so many minds. Oh. So it's like I'm just talking to these people, and if they got this, because this thing is not allowing me to function well. But as I'm talking, I like to see everybody. I'll go and check as you have changed it. Check. Like there are other people. So government said, okay, let us also do business by developing schemes. There's another scheme called Scheme 2 of Gombo. When you get to Abraham Adesoya, you turn to the right. You go in, you have very massive, it belongs to Lagos State government. So you pay your fees to Lagos State government. You are like a tenant to Lagos State government. In Lagos, there are about 190 schemes. In Lagos, you have a Amuwo Odofin scheme. You have so many. They are just scattered everywhere. In Epe, you have Mojoda, you have schemes there. Lagos State government, during the era of the former governor of Lagos State, Atiku, they built 16 different schemes, estates, within 4 years. So there is a scheme. But there is this opportunity for you to want to apply. It's called private. Before I will check. PSP something that you can apply as a corporate body. Not individual now. As what? So you can apply to government and say, government, I want to do business with you. Give me from your land, then I will pay you. So you are buying from them. So we applied to government, to Lagos State government. And Lagos State government gave us what? 10 hectares. How many? 10 hectares. So we have 10 hectares. And when you look at the letter, and these are documents that you need to even have, you must have all these documents to know. When you see one, you know that this is genuine. But there are fake letter of allocation out there too. So we got 10 hectares. Then there are payments. Payment for survey plan, payment for site location, payment for Ministry of Lands, infrastructural payment. There are payments. Then we have paid some of these payments. Not all. Because you have time to spread your payment. So we have paid. We first paid the site location. So they took us to the site to allocate us. So we have the what? Allocation. We have paid for the survey plan. So we have the survey, register survey for the estate. If you get the survey, you can go and check it. You see the falls within a scheme. So that's the land, like I said, it's like a partnership with Lagos State government. Agview is a partnership with what? Lagos State government. So when Amonile came, they came to disturb us at the point. They were disturbing, they said, this is their father's land. Oh fine, he said, well, Lagos State government, they have taken it over from you. Because we all have submitted our rights to them. The day you voted for a governor, you have submitted your rights to the governor. The governor has got the power, the constitutional power, to dictate. So the governor said, okay, how do you take? So there was a day they came and we all went to the police station somewhere there. And the area commander said, Omonile, which document do you have? Present. Hey, Oga, how do you present your? You presented. And they couldn't present. So since that, the man said, I don't want to see you there. If you have any issue, go to where? Alausa. Go to either governor's office or Ministry of Land or New Town Development Authority or the Surveyor General's. There are about 4 of them that are in charge of land in Lagos State. There are 4 offices. The survey of the Surveyor General's office, what they do is to what? They know all the sizes. They are in charge of sizes. All the sizes of all the land, in each locality. In fact, they have just done something now. It's called the cadastral survey. They flew aeroplane to pick all the coordinates of Lagos from. In fact, you can't claim that your land is either missing or they did the best of the best. They got the best. They went round all the boundaries of Lagos State to pick the coordinate of Lagos State. And now they have the recent one now. They flew drone, they flew so much. So from their office they can see your land. Yes, you just look at land. This is the land. This is where your land starts. Who owns the next? They have all the information. The Ministry of Land too. They're also in charge of land. So they work together. There's another principal called the New Town Development Authority. They are in charge of most of the schemes, allocations, New Town, NTDA. They work together, they are always together. Work together. Alright. So Idera, as we speak, is selling for 20 million naira. And it's one of the best land you can sell. Because it comes with peace of mind. What you are getting from government is CFO. Because they sold to us in the first place. They are our money. It was supposed to join in 1978, March 29th. I showed you last week. That took over all the land from Omonile. That was when he did the Land Use Act. He brought it out, but he was able to achieve it because he was a military administrator, military president. In those days, they used acts. They just proclaim it. Nobody can change it. Decree. Decree 70. Yeah. So he said, from today, all lands in Lagos, in Nigeria, belong to government. So, Omonile, hands off. So if your money have any problem, you should go to government. The Idera scheme can be spread within 6 months, and you have so land is free. Land is what? Free. There's no issue. It's one of the freest estates you can sell. And let me tell you, if your client is looking for a land that will appreciate in value, in the next 5 years, the land scheme cannot be less than 100 million naira. We're coming with development there, and with the speed at which Iberileki is fast developing, the is going up. The location is superb. The location is interesting. In fact, based on the fact that the international airport is just about 3 minutes away from the estate. In fact, beside the there's another scheme also. Yes, it's called Ayetoro scheme. So when I said there are about 190 schemes in Lagos State, how many people know Ayetoro scheme? Okay, they are just those in Lekki who know why it's also a scheme on it. All right. So, any question on Dera before I go to my lecture today? So Dera is free, and the good thing is that you can also buy. You can buy an allocation from someone, from an organization. Maybe that now he was able to meet with the governor, and the governor gave him 10 hectares. And he's not interested in doing the estate, you can sell it. So you can buy it, you can buy. But like our own was processed. That was why it came out without due investment. That was the so it's about it. Survey plan. Well, survey plan doesn't really take much. Maximum survey plan, maximum. 3 months. That's maximum. All things being equal, there are no issues. There are no issues. Maximum. Within 3 months, you go to there or something. If there are no within 3 months.
Sir, let me ask one
Because there used to be some issues. Or just you'll be looking at you are seeing A. B is already popping up somewhere. Something happened in there that is really affecting the development. So they are trying to change and realign so many things there. When they were doing the allocation, they made a mistake. And we have done our fence, and now they are now realigning the boundaries. That was also strong development there. So we are waiting for the final document from them. So you now they need to submit that before we can go ahead. So if your client pays for something now, the client will be expecting. Meanwhile, we are resolving all that all things. All right.
Sir, if I do understand your explanation in regards to it, it means the CFO definitely, since you said agri process the whole thing, it means it will come out
Absolutely.
in agri.
100%. 100%. But had it been we bought it, would have gone for regularization. Change the name. That one too, you have to pay government. Every transaction is money for the boys. Every transaction is every land, and that's why they said immediately the person that owns the property originally died, that document ceases to exist. So the next person coming must come and pay to be able to use that, continue using that. All right, let's go. Why invest in real estate? This is Harvard. This is one of my Harvard lectures where I said, let me share with you, learn and enjoy. You open your mind, you're going to enjoy and learn here. Real estate is the largest and most ubiquitous asset class in the world. What does ubiquitous mean? Present means appearing or found everywhere. You can see real estate where? Everywhere. It is the largest and the most ubiquitous asset class in the world. There are so many asset class in the world. There are so many resources which we are going to share some now. Unlike other asset classes such as stocks or bonds, real estate encompasses a vast array of physical properties. You can see that in one as you are seated. Everywhere. Its ubiquity lies in the fact that people globally engage with real estate in various forms. Someone like you that like to go to church, that church was built, and it's also an heart of what? Real estate. If they didn't build that church, and you guys are in the sun, one day rain will not start, and everybody will not know. Abi? But they have built that place to what? Accommodate and enjoy. So it's the biggest anywhere in the world. I brought up this because I saw some people, they became discouraged at a point and they left real estate. So you are leaving the biggest for one of the smallest. You are going to see it today. Because you must play in one industry. You can't be isolated. You can't sit on the fence. You can't just decide to be a lone ranger. Whether through home ownership, commercial leases, or real estate investment trust. I'm going to dwell on real next week. How you can invest in real estate either directly or indirectly. REIT is one of the indirect way of investing. REIT is called Real Estate Investment Trust. Whereby 2 or 3 of you can come together and buy a property and you'll be earning. I'm going to do more on that next week. Very beautiful lecture. Interesting. You'll be seated there and you'll be earning money if Jesus comes. These are what people do all over the world, globally. But because of that nature in Nigeria, it's affecting some good ways, profitable ways of making money. And that's why you see all these countries, people go there naturally, they just fly there to invest. They go for different reasons. Some people are just going to invest in REIT and back to their country because they saw that the property business in that country is viable. All right, let's go. So let's go. Look at this. How much is the world worth? This world you are seated in, what is the worth? I've just shown you the worth, and I'm going to read that. This is the world worth. The gold reserved in the world is valued at $12.1 trillion US. The global GDP, gross domestic product, all over the world is valued at what? $80.8 trillion US. Debt securities, debt, bonds, stocks is valued at $123.5 trillion US. Equities, put in your own personal money. You know what equities mean? If you want to buy a property and they have to bring your own equity contribution, that's your own money. So world money that we all hold is valued at what? $109.2 trillion US. Now let's go to the size of the real estate. Residential, let me start from commercial real estate. $32.6 trillion US. That's commercial. Agricultural land is valued at $35.4 trillion US. Then residential is valued at $258.5 trillion US. Look at it. Total value of global real estate is valued, that is commercial, agriculture, and residential, is valued at $326.5 trillion US, making it 49.8% of the total worth of the world. This was done last year, updated. No, they do it, they update it. Nigeria is inclusive. Everything Nigeria is inclusive. Let me next week. Hey! Thank you. We have to change this screen. So by next week, we have to change this screen. We have been able to solve the issue of electricity. next one is close so that people can see clearly. So I'm trying to give you this graph to see what we are talking about. Now look at this. This last one says cryptocurrencies in the world. This last one is valued at 0.5 trillion US dollars. Crypto. Look at gold. The next one is gold. 7.6. Global GDP. Oil reserve. Look at oil reserve. 114.3 billion. 114.1 trillion US dollars. Oil reserve. They have gone to ask to check what is the reserve for Nigeria and what is the value, the current value. All the countries in the, how many countries have oil in the world? Not to 20. Look at debt securities. Talk about equities, debt security, all the financial instruments. That's the next. But look at the last one, which has to do with real estate. Residential. Residential investment started from here up to this point. Only. Residential only. Residential. Houses that people are living in globally. Globally, houses. Talk about commercial. Like where we are, this is a commercial building. At the back of the street. Real estate as an asset. Go back to that first slide. It says, how much is the world worth? So this is an opener for everybody. And you can even know the worth of the world. With this is how the world of the world. So don't let anybody give you one. This is the world of what? The world. Talk about gold, talk about the global GDP, talk about debt securities, that's the talk about stocks, bonds. The federal government issue bonds, they sell bonds. Both American government to sell bonds, you can buy bonds. Talk about equities, they're now going to real estate. Real estate covers 49.8% of the world wealth. So the money in the world belongs to where? Real estate. They said this is the realest industry in the world. As it marks the oldest, as it marks the largest, it's also what? The realest. So when you now leave the realest, somehow. Let's go. You have this slide and you can read, but unfortunately, just about from Harvard School, it's just about 8% of you. You know, I did a lecture about goals 3-4 weeks ago. There are only 8 people, 8% of everybody that set goals achieve those goals. Because of what? They don't follow through. Just leave it and that's it. Why invest in real estate? Investors of any size can participate. There are some industries that you can never participate. Some of you can enter into oil and gas industry. Even gold business. But everybody can go into real estate. After that guy can buy. The woman selling akara bought a plot of land and she's almost done with her building. Hello? If that building, if she has about 4 flats there, and she's living in one, and rented out 3 units, is she not doing real estate? No. Anybody can participate. The Ogere land we are selling for 1,250,000. Anybody can buy it. The land is 500,000. Somebody driving Okada somewhere can be saving maybe every day you are saving 1,500 naira. And every month you are paying us 45,000. Within 1 year you have paid about 500,000, right? Yes. For the land. Please give me 1 more year to pay for the developmental. Right? That's all for the Okada. In fact, I did a calculation. There are all these guys that used to do area boys at every junction. They are everywhere. If you want to know them, just let your car break down here. Within 2 minutes, they will come out. I did a calculation that averagely each one of them make about 10,000 naira every day. Yes. I'm just trying to be modest. They make 10,000 naira what? Every day. If they are saving 3,000 naira out of 10,000 every day, they will buy land. You know, really. And become what? Landlord. So anybody can what? Play in the industry. My tenants, and we were both tenants together in the local university. So I was living in one room in my house. One room. I saw a distress sale plot of land right in my street. The land at that time was 50 million naira. But because the man needed money, he just paid 20 million naira. He was working in one telecommunication industry company there. He bought the land and he started building gradually. It took him about 3 years to complete 4 flats. He built 2 bedrooms, 4 units. Then, what he did, he left my house, he moved into one, and the remaining 3 he was using as apartments. He was able to furnish the house and what? Apartment. Every night, per night is 40,000 per unit. How much is that in one night for 3 units? 120. He just resigned from his office. Hey, and because he's lucky, you know it's Maryland. There is high demand. So let's not do a rough check. Let's do like, okay, let's leave 2 nights in a week. Let's do 5. 120 times 5, how much is that? 600,000 for 1 week. I mean, times 4, 2.4 million naira. I know when he was working in the academy, maybe they were paying him 500,000. Maybe. But he was even a marketer. Abi? Can that telecommunication give him that 2.4 million? In fact, he has only 3 staff working with him there. The security guy that opened the gate, 1 manager that is managing everybody, and 1 cleaner. And when they leave, they will just what? Clean. And because he's also living there, he's monitoring everybody. Anybody can play in the industry. Investment can be a lifelong pursuit. It's a lifetime. This is not the one that you will start today and they will tell you that next week that the gold, the reserve, there's no more reserve, that you have finished everything. Or the oil has dried up. So there's no more oil. Or the issue of stock and bond. Some of you got your fingers burnt. I remember I used to have stocks in about 15 banks there when I was in school. Everything just collapsed. Global meltdown. when you talk about property, it's a lifetime investment. Yeah, we went for a party in my mom's house, and I saw that finally she has 6 tenants. This was a land we bought for 40,000 naira, 2002. Now she has how many tenants?
6.
And we built the house for so long. I think we started building maybe around 2006. Okay, we were able to finish last year. I mean, so long. For so long. But thank God she has the most beautiful house in that area. And she has 6 tenants. Each one of them pays minimum of like 500,000. So what am I trying to do? Is a lifelong what?
Investment.
Lifelong. You can be active when your schedule allows, and passive when your schedule doesn't allow. If you have the time, you can be very what? Active. If you don't have the time, you can also participate, which I'm going to teach you next week on how you can be an investor in real estate when you don't even have the time. I will encourage some of you to go into it. That was what some people saw, and we are collecting money, and we are not doing the real thing. And now they just saw themselves in a serious problem. Collecting money, land banking. There are better ways to live. But there's a template to it. I'm going to teach you next. Indirect investment in real estate. Whereby you can have it as a single or multi or 2 REITs, real estate investment trust. Number 3, real estate investment provide lenses through which almost any type of business opportunity can be analyzed. You see, this is something you can feel. I'm not talking about MMM here. I'm talking about something that I can't see. If you are telling me about oil and gas, I want to drill oil. I don't even know, maybe there is oil in that land. If I get there, there will be no oil. What do we do? I have spent billions. You live and know God and God, why did you put oil there? You can see. There's a lens in real estate whereby you can see. It's not hidden. We went to Gere, we saw the land. That's under that, you talk about time value of money analysis. Your money today in real estate is not same tomorrow. Those that bought land in Alabado for 6 million naira in 2021, the value today is what? 20 million. Within 3 years. Clear distinction. I said I have a landlord. He's my landlord for my hotel in Mushi, the first building. He told me, he said, the first land he bought in Lekki Scheme 1 in 1999, he bought for 1 million. He's currently living there. The second one he bought, the following year, he bought for 1.5 million. He said that is where he built 2 duplexes, because the land is 1,000 square meters. And AY's former wife got one for interior decoration business, and one guy living working with MTN. And at the time when he spoke to us, he was paying 5 million naira. He bought for how much? 1.5 million. If you want to sell the land today, 1,000 square meters, I think they will give you 400 million. man is alive. You see, is that about maybe 54, 55 years ago? Yes. Yes, my landlord. He said somebody told him so early when he was 20 something and was making money. He said, you want to know, invest your life in real estate. Tomorrow, you will not, no, you can't, you'll be swimming in money. So that was how he bought my building first. He bought my building first for 2.5 million naira. I'm currently paying him every year 3.5 million naira. And I've been there for 10 years. And before I even got there, he has been renting it out every year. That's not even his story. If you want to sell the house today, you know what is going to be here. Yes. Time value of money. Please, that money you keep, you are keeping in bank. You should sign it. If you are not interested, please don't do it. Because I heard that the one beside me, a 2-bedroom, was charging 550 and without compound. And this is mine with 3-bedroom with very big compound. And I'm paying 500. 650. He said, why? Everything has but the people is when they are anybody, when they have that's it. That's the reward. That house has been there for over 10 years. Raising capital through lenders and investors. If you want to raise any money from any bank, they actually you have a property to serve as a collateral. Very few of them will ask you for your goals. Right? Very few. But every one of them will ask you for what? Property. All of them. Really. Operating a business. Either you are a landlord, you are bought land, you are already doing business. Already there is a business for you. I mentioned to you the Akara woman, if she has built 4 flats there, she's already in a new business. My former tenant is also already doing what? Business. So you don't need to go to any school to play in it. There is business. It now depends on you how serious you are about the business. I used to tell people that imagine we are here for serious business. You think we are joking here? Serious one. Serious. I'm not joking. My mind is into business. So real estate is what? Business. Anywhere. Number 4. I mentioned about this route. If you want to invest in, REIT is real estate investment trust fund. So I might not be talking much on this. But next week, a course on this is coming. Number 5, appreciation. Anywhere in the world you want appreciating value. The property will keep appreciating in value. You keep enjoying that return of that investment. buy a car today, the day it leaves the dealer shop, the price has what? The value. But when you buy property, the price keeps what? Appreciating. That was why one old woman, the day we went to London, Ogere, she bought 1 acre and paid outright. She said, now that you have just launched it for 1 million, I know before the end of this year, it will what? Appreciate. And she paid 6 plots. Hello? 6 plots. I am telling slides. When we came back from the site that day, and he came to meet me that the woman she has paid. This is a very good sign. The day we went to lunch and somebody paid we have only explained that the day we launched Mowe of Father, Child of Phase 1. One man joined us and he bought 2 plots outrightly. Manuel and Musk client. I don't know if you guys read. So for the woman to have done this, I said, this is a good sign. I want to give you this information. Don't joke with that sign. Outright, 6 plots. I brought out one of the best wine in my office and I gave him. Yeah? Don't worry about that. Keep the name. The day we launched the estate, 1 acre, 6 plots. She didn't even ask for any discount or anything. She just paid. And because it will appreciate the value. Started. Thank you. Don't worry. It's fine. Let's go. Next one. Cash flow. You want to retire and have steady cash flow. Invest in real estate. Steady what? Steady cash flow. As you are doing this business, don't strive and have like 5 buildings somewhere. Every month they will be paying you. You can never go cash strapped or bankrupt or financially down. No. There's what? Cash flow. That man I told you about, that my landlord, the house he's currently living, he has a tenant. That one too was paying 5 million naira. So within Lekki scheme 1, he has 3. 5 million naira, 15 million naira. That's in Lekki scheme 1. Now let's leave me myself and the other 2 he has in motion. But he told me about other 2 properties he has in motion. The house beside Mountain of Fire, Solar Road, that 2-story, he owns it. Yeah. Wow. Yes, there is a lawyer. Where is it? That very good. 15 million naira every year in the scheme 1. If you want to just spend 1 million naira every month, you can't go cash trap. And some of his mates had the opportunity, but spend that 1 million naira. Not that. 1.5 at that time. It was big money. They would have spent it. Cash flow. Let's go next. Tax breaks and deductions. You don't need to stress yourself about tax or anything. The value of the house is appreciating. You are only going to pay taxes on your rent. Someone is paying me 650. I only pay tax on what? The 650. Not on the value of the property. So I still have the property as mine, and I'm enjoying. And there's a way also that you can file for your tax because you are providing services. You are providing houses, people are renting, people are living. You can ask for tax reduction. It's just like some of us, we have maybe insurance and this and that. Because you have insurance, because I have insurance, it's not the same tax I'm going to pay with someone who has insurance. for tax. Yes. Go and confirm all this information. Get the tax consultant, see the person now. If you have any insurance running, either life or all these general or anything, you can ask for tax what? In fact, it's almost about 50% off. My tax consultant told me. No, they don't say it to everybody. Because you have a running insurance or policy, you can file for 50% reduction. The same thing goes for properties too. Because you are providing services, you are taking people off the net of being a tenant. You can always ask for what? Yes. I'm not just saying this, and this is an international acknowledged lecture from Harvard. You're welcome. Let's go. Fast fact. Let me give you this fast fact. It says you can depreciate the cost of buildings, but not land. You can depreciate what? The cost of buildings, not land. So what are you buying? You are buying the land. When we bought this place, we could have decided to demolish this place, right? But the land still remains. We cannot decide to build like 10 floors. Or we can go enjoy the airspace and go like 20. Even more. And go like Bojara. Go like maybe 100 or something. Burj Khalifa. How many people have been to Burj Khalifa? 1, 2, 3. You have not been there. Just 3, yeah? Okay, 4, yeah. Let's go far. Enjoy the airspace. So you can depreciate the house, but not the land. That shows that land does not depreciate. Even if the house got burnt, the land still remains. Even when they are fighting or there is war, the land is still there. When they finish their war, they come back and start building their city. And by then they'll be getting grants from maybe US, maybe there's one international war going on. After that, they go back to build the city. You can depreciate the cost of buildings, but not land. And since the cost of buying and improving an investment property can be depreciated over its useful life, like for residential, a building starts depreciating from 27.5 years for residential properties. While commercial is 39 years. You benefit from decades of deductions that help lower your tax income. What does that mean? As the property is depreciating, the taxes you are going to pay is what? Going down. Now they are charging you taxes on the property. But the land is appreciating very fast. As the property for residential is 27.5 years, when you exceed that, you can even find that this property is no longer has been what? Fully depreciated. You can't pay any tax on it again. For commercial, it's 39 years. But in Lagos, they will not listen to you in Lagos. Yeah. Which depreciation? But all these are happening in the global scene. You can file for tax deduction because of what? Your property has what? Depreciated. But not the land. But now, if you want to sell the land, you still sell it at the current rate. Now, when we bought this place, there was 500 million. Well, 4 years. That was the COVID year. But the last time they valued this place, the place is now worth 2.5 billion. This last year. But not the building, but the land. So you can see the power of property. Property can change the destiny. Can turn you to destiny. I remember when those people, when they collected the money there, the three of them went to Lekki and bought duplex each. Three of them collected 150 million, those three children. Their mother now collected the 50 million naira. They went to Lekki, bought duplexes. Three. One of them relocated to Canada with the remaining money. Right? A property somebody had built about 50 years ago. They have collected monies every year. I remember those days they used to collect 18 million every year for the whole 6. Aside from the mass and the other adjoining businesses. Every year, 18 million. So how much they bought the land? I saw the document, 2,000 pounds from then, 1956. And maybe they built the house then, maybe they must have paid the money back now. And they ended up selling it for how much? They got the money. They replicated the building again. Anyway, we never had the money, the bank bought it for us. Because of those 7 C's I talked to you last year. Bank came through because of what? 7 C's. Credit records, credibility, cash flow, collateral. Character. I gave you 7. And that's why you need to be careful, because opportunity will come one day. You see one property, and maybe you have your equity contribution. The person wants to just give it out, and is asking for 10 million. And your equity contribution, which is like 20% of that, that's about 2 million naira. And you have it. For some of you, any commission in millions. And you have it. And the bank is saying, okay, let's run a check on you. And they go to credit record. There's credit record for it in Nigeria. They just put your BVN. It brings out your. Some of you that have gone to OPay and PalmPay. You pay back. Look at this one. It's only OPay. PalmPay. And it's not only one BVN. And they have brought out your name. They will see it. I told you, when they were being set on us, they saw that we were owing one money. I said, owing money. They said we were owing a bank money. A bank money. I'm the CEO, I know. Unknown to us, one of our serious bank marketer had opened a current account for our FCMB. The current account we are using is Savings Plus. It's called Savings Plus. Had opened a current account. So the current account has started generating money. They've now thrown the account to debit. Minus. Because they've done search. And the money, everything was now going. And already we were owing the bank money. Unknown to us. Just got the report. The next day I went to the bank. I said, yeah, this is your money. Where? You divided back into what? Plus. I wrote a letter to close. But they told me that they may not even close it. Yes. They said because it is not our branch, and our branch is Agbara branch, that we have to go to the branch. Who do you think we learn how to go to Agbara branch? So they will see you. You are not eating. Please forget the fact that you are hiding somewhere and you are only one institution somewhere. It's on your record. They gave you a card, overdraft card, to spend money. You now ignorantly spent everything, thinking that you cannot pay. It has been linked to you. You will surely pay. You will pay. Now you have a property, a juicy property that if you buy for 10 million naira within 1 year, you can sell for 20. I've seen several of that. Hello?
Hi.
Somebody bought a property on the Solo Road for 50 million naira. The Solo Road. Why? Eh? They just demolished. So they have to wait for like 6 months for the tenant to vacate. And they demolished the property. 50 million. Somebody came. One evil guy came that he didn't want to sell the property. He came to meet those who were demolishing. That he's ready to pay 80 million naira. I said, Joe, don't sell. I've had such experience before. Don't what? Sell. If the owner has said you want to get 100 million, they would have bought the property in less than 1 year. It happened to me. I bought a property in Oshun. I sent out about 33 tenants. I gave them money, 50,000. The total package I used in both the buying and the sending out and the lawyer and everything was about 23 million naira. And because I demolished and it now became empty land, people were now. So the landlord came to the office and said they would pay 26.5 billion. So I was now because of the 3.5 billion. So that was how I sold the land. They were fighting in this office, 2 people. One man selling clothes and one young guy. I'll never forget. Those of you maybe that don't also the Corona Street, number 11. The guy. So because of the guy being a young guy, I just gave the guy the opportunity and he bought it. He had built one car man something there now. Hello, I counted the money. I can't even pinpoint that this is what I used. Not just. So I think the woman is still there. Well, in less than 1 year, I got 3.5 million naira. That was what did that. So I didn't mean I was doing more of flipping. So within 1 year, I was just buying, demolish, sell, and move on. So real estate. Very interesting. Let's go. Let's go. Rental income. I've mentioned this. Rental income is lifetime. When you retire well. You don't even need to wait for any of your children. Because you have what is called streams. Like in the Bible, it says there are 4 rivers. And they will bring in 4 streams. You'll be just be earning from A, B, C, D. And even your children will know that Baba, our father is doesn't need our money. Unlike some people that will be waiting for their children. And send the whole year. Please, your own must not be like that. Don't live and say never if you are taking action. Very important. It is very, very what? I gave you analysis of how my mother bought her own land. I gave you. We were selling bread. And we were doing contribution of 5,000 naira every month. I remember the woman in charge then was selling rice at the Dalico market. And every month I would take 5,000 naira to her. They will now take 60,000 at the end of the year. That was how she bought the 40,000 naira of land. And she paid 20,000 naira to others. So we are doing contribution again for the next year. So that we can start building. When we got to the land, I wonder if they've taken over the land. So they said we should pay extra 20,000 naira to get a new land. So maybe the next year completed, we got our 60,000 naira. We paid them 20,000 naira. They gave us the current location. And we could do something right in the middle. Just to secure the land. So when we built that, so we started contributing money for next year. Then when we got the system for the third year, we built shop to close the front. We built shop. We bought it 2002. 2003, 4, 5, we were doing that. 2006, my mom moved into those shops and she was living there. She was living there. 2006. She moved there. Because they were looking at the land, they wanted to even come and what? Clean the land. But she was living there. And that was one of what made them be very strong. Because those guys were doing so many things, taking people's land anyhow. She was living in the shop. She lived in the shop. And we were continue doing our contribution. And she started building the back, taking shape almost every year. And we were able to finish the back, a mini flat. Maybe 2 rooms or 3. Yeah. As of 2010, we were able to finish up. And she now moved to the back. So for every glory there's what? Story. You see, it was a process. There was no money, but there was intention. The mind was there. In this one, I must hold something. So later on, just demolish the one in the middle. Now build something new. That's 16 Very good. Alright, so that's that. What makes real estate a relatively easy field to enter? Very easy to enter. Just going to quickly run through this so I can go. There are hundreds of thousands of individual properties out there that are potential investment to sell or to buy. There are so many. Somebody sent a message to me. He wants to sell his 2-bedroom somewhere in Nigeria. Ayo was with me. I said, Ayo, call this person. He wants to what? Sell off. You can tell 1, 2, 3 people, they will buy. And you get your own commission. So the market is big. So you need to open your mind into possibilities. Like in that view, we have so many projects that you can sell from. Hundreds of thousands of individual properties out there that are potential investment. So if you're not seeing it, then something is wrong somewhere. So you need to check it. Because there are thousands of projects out there that you can either buy from or what? Sell from. Many of these potential investments are small enough that you don't have to be Warren Buffett to buy them. Hello? You don't have to be a Warren Buffett to buy those. So you can enter the business, you can enter the industry through where? Some people got the opportunity when Orimemo came. Facebook reminded me of a video 6 years ago. You can check my Facebook page about last week. And I was addressing those that came. He had only built 2 houses 6 years ago. The 2-bedroom then was 4 million naira. The 3-bedroom was 7.5. The carcass of the 3-bedroom was sold to one man, I will never forget, for 6 million naira. The 3-bedroom there. And it was to pay for how many years? 3 years. So you can enter. Some people bought land then. I remember some nurses came from Mushin General Hospital. A plot of land was sold for 350. And they paid for almost 2 years. So you can enter. Except you are not ready. So you don't have to be a Warren Buffett or Mark Zuckerberg to become a... Yes, as you are. That's what we are teaching you. Virtually all these properties are unique. They are special. Which means that each one must be understood on an individual basis. Ogene is different from Alagbado. Very unique. Bluestone is different from Mowe of Father. Unique in its own. Just each. So you need to now understand that which one am I throwing my weight? Where is my own area of specialization? Some people have the skill of selling more of Lekki. So you throw it to Lekki and play. Why some do more right of the mainland? Somebody might be interested in buying Ilasa Maja. So each property is, so unique that they are not the same. To sell property in Anthony is not the same as the Maryland. Not the same as the GRA. Not the same as Abulega. Very unique. So you need to understand the market. And that's why you don't build what ought to be for Abulega and now bring it to GRA. That's error. So you need to understand this market that you are playing in. What is it that we are building, bringing into this market? What are the offerings? What are the acceptables? What are the deliverables? You need to understand. You need that knowledge. It's very important. You need that knowledge. You need that knowledge. Local knowledge is important. Eh? So the same lesson we are doing here, some people are doing it in Osogbo. There are some in Kwara State doing it. I can't go to Kwara now and go and be, but I don't have the knowledge. So I need to understand the market terrain before going there, or else you get your fingers gone. You just build some houses, and nobody will buy it. Well, Pastor Martin Ashimolo started building houses. He was doing those houses, those rooms are so small. And people didn't know what? Buy. Have you? Because he lacked what? He lacked information. But when we got there, we built something of good standard. Fully subscribed. Is estate still there now? Yes. Yeah. So you need the knowledge. Knowledge is power. You can enter anywhere, but you need that knowledge to move in. Real estate is an industry in which individual properties are traditionally financed as separate legal entities. Each deal is its own small business. Each deal is almost related to what I've just said. Each deal is unique. And the mistake is that some of you don't see it as business. Real estate, even if it's just one room you want to sell, it's an entity on its own. It's a business. Be serious and accord every rights, respect, everything needed for that project. Give it to it. Because that project can be the launch pad for greatness. Now, if you have done this one in the wrong way, it can stifle and discourage you in doing more. So get the required knowledge. You are doing a one-room, fine. You can start as a one-room developer. Then you move into the bigger room. As a realtor, you can start as a reseller. And when you get the right knowledge, you can sell it there for 20 million. Because they are not the same. It is not the same person that will buy there that will buy Ogere. But you can be lucky. Some people might just be just to invest. Let me just invest with ArcView. That some people are just so they believe that because of the company, let me just invest. Some people are just okay, because it is land, let me just what? Invest. So that goes for like someone like I need a new client. Because this is land. She said I kept the money in bank. The money is not changing. So I bought Gold City at 5 million naira. Within 1 year, it's now 10 million. She bought maybe another or somewhere. The price has changed. So I can buy this one. The price has changed. So it's not like giving my money in the bank. So there are classes of customers like that. But there are some that it's about the location. They are very located. They are just about location. I can't go to the mainland, it's the island. So you need to understand how island market works. And that has affected most of you in this house. You lack the prerequisite, the knowledge of how to sell some certain product. And it's affecting you. Because it is your outflow that will determine your inflow. What you give out, that's what you are bringing. What you bring in, determine what you give out. That's life. When you sell alagbado, you earn more commission. Right? When you sell it there, you earn more commission. There's nothing wrong in selling Ogiri too, but you earn the commission of where? Ogiri. So you want to go find life. What I'm trying to let you know today is what? Knowledge. See each one as its own entity, as a business. Somebody will see the Akarasela woman and say, what is this one doing? She's doing her business. She's creating services, rendering services, saving lives. I mean, people early in the morning, they'll go and eat. They'll drink, and they'll be going. From there, she was able to buy land. Just imagine. Now, look at the two distinctions. Right? The same one that bought Mowe Ofala for 550,000 naira. There are bankers just right opposite her that said, Mowe Ofala, that place is too far. And up to today, they have not bought anything. What did they lack? Knowledge. And the same thing applies to everyone seated here too. Everybody seated here. Go and seek for that knowledge. And you see this year of one of the best. Because when you have knowledge, the industry becomes so easy for you. You'll be able to tweak yourself. When you are marketing this, you give the right information for this. When you are marketing this, you give the right information. For example, I was speaking with someone on Friday, and he said the video he saw, he said the pair was 600 square meters. And the current video is, the current on the form is saying 500. I said, when we started, that was the first video. But when the layout was done, and we saw that we couldn't accommodate 600 because of the land size and so many factors. We had to switch to 600. That's why that video has not been what? Updated. So no one will update it. You can go ahead with your investment. So you need knowledge. Knowledge is very important. Knowledge will save you. Please. Knowledge will save you. Knowledge will help you to see this as real business, real one. Business. You tell me this is my life. It is my life. You can't jump with it. My life. I think my mom didn't struggle to get that land. And when they took the land away from her, she just said, Allah had that. But she went ahead to contribute, to start to keep what? Contributing. Every year. She continued. She was struggling. Today it is a house. It's not my house. So you need to do what is needed for you to do. I want to employ you this morning. Do what is needed of you to do. Because life is about time. Life is about time. Now January is gone. You have 11 months to go in this year. How many of your goals have you started smashing? Some already are already smashing. By next week you set out targets, you see the target. I'm expecting you to what smash up. Let's let me read the last one. See what? Real estate stands as the largest and most pervasive asset class globally, offering a multitude of investment opportunities, whether through direct property ownership, real estate investment trust fund, or other avenues. The key to successful real estate investment lies in a strategic approach and a thorough understanding. Thorough what? Of the market. Thorough understanding of the market. thorough understanding of the market by navigating the variation of the real estate landscape. Very important. You need to understand the market. Anything this year is about what? Knowledge. They were asking someone about the four things I always mention. Listen to that lady. Are you for real? When I started, this is what I meant. I do mention almost every time. Don't say my face does not go. She was just laughing. And that's how some realtors exactly that do it, exactly how they behave. Exactly. Seated here. And that's why somebody will just one Dukia property will just go to somebody's land without investigating. I told the guy, I said, is it the case that you just bought land from one mortgage without doing your land search? Without doing your investigation? A land with C of O. And the same thing applies to everybody. You need to seek knowledge. Let's go. Need to do that. Very important for you to understand all people are teaching you. This is what I've paid so much for. I'm rounding up now.